Well, hi. I just got out of the hospital today. And so what happened, my Prius adventures are on hold for a little while. But I went in, my doctor sent me to the emergency room and they did a CT scan and they said, oh, this is easy, it's diverticulitis. So the emergency room sent me home with a week's worth of antibiotics. I took those. 2 weeks later, it's still not getting better. So I went to the emergency room again. They stuck me in the hospital, was it 4 or 5 days, and just gave me antibiotics all day and all night. And then released me, sent me home with another week's worth of very heavy antibiotics. Still didn't get better. So I went the third time, and they admitted me and said, we have to do the surgery. And so I had to wait 3 days for the surgery because the first night it was scheduled for 10 p.m. and the surgeon had a lot of real emergency life and death cases come in. So he was going to do it the next day, but he had a lot of back-to-back surgeries that day too. And I said, wait, I'd rather have you fresh to do the surgery than be exhausted and trying to fit me in, which was a good thing I said that because I went into surgery and they found out that I had a very rare thing that only 0.01% will get. And it wasn't regular diverticulitis. I had rectal diverticulitis with a vaginal rectal fistula on top of it. They wound up having to give me a couple units of blood, not because I was gushing, but everywhere he touched, it would bleed. And he said in the rectal passage, it was like concrete. He had to chisel it out there. So it was a very intensive operation. They opened me up. This was not done laparoscopically. So I'm sitting here now with staples all down there, and it's still quite painful. Wound up having to have a colonoscopy, a bag, not a colonoscopy, an ostomy bag. So that's what I have, and I just, like I said, came home today. So it's going to take a while to heal. I don't know how long it takes for that incision to heal, but right now I look like a Frankenstein's project, with all the staples in me. And with the rectal diverticulitis, they worry about cancer with that. So it is, they are taking the things and going to do a pathology thing. And I will go back and see my surgeon in a week or 10 days. And at that point, he'll give me the full breakdown of the surgical thing and the pathology report. But he said when he was in there, it didn't look like anything cancerous to him. But we have to get the pathology report back to be sure. Okay. So what happened? I was in the hospital, and they're saying, well, you have to pass gas before you can have anything to eat. And I'm thinking rectally pass gas. I'm not, thinking that they've done a rectal pouch. I don't have that anymore. And so, this bag is blowing up and blowing up and blowing up. And I'm having all this gurgling, all this stuff is going on. And so my surgeon, I saw him, the next day, and I'm walking in the hall, and he touched it, and he goes, "That's full of gas." I go, "Yeah, it keeps blowing up, but they said they had to pass gas first. And I haven't passed gas rectally yet." He goes, no, it goes it goes into the ostomy bag. You're definitely passing gas. So yeah, that was crazy. Now I really do like my surgeon. I'm really glad that I had him because, like I said, this was a very rare type of surgery that had to be done. And he's very down to earth, does not talk down to you. I like the whole team I had. My anesthesiologist, he was from Nigeria, very sweet. And most of the nurses that I had were very sweet. Now, I had a couple of Miss Ratchets in there, but overall, the people that I dealt with there, the nurses and everything, were very, very sweet. So I can't complain about that. But, the long and short of it is I've got to heal before I can go out with the puppies. Now, my little puppy, Miss Lily, I had somebody fly in from Florida to take care of them for me. He accidentally went out to make a phone call, and she ran out and ran away. So here I am in the hospital. My little Lily girl is missing. And so my blood pressure is skyrocketing in there because I'm so worried about her. And then pain, too. I was in a lot of pain, and then her missing. And I was just so worried. But thank God today they found her, and I was released from the hospital today, and she was okay. They brought her back home. And she went to look for me, and when they brought her back, you could still see the concern in her face when the animal control brought her back. I have the video of that. And then when she saw me, she was just, all's right with the world again. So she's giving me kisses, and she's so excited that I'm back. So yeah, she left and wanted to find me. She's, I found out she's way more attached to me than I knew. Because when I was in the hospital the other time, she heard my voice and started screaming. I don't know what she was screaming about, but then there was another call and the same thing happened, and I figured out, oh my God, she's, hearing my voice and I'm not there, and so she's freaking out. So, but thank God little Lily is fine and she's back here again. Now the difficulty I have is Mickey Mick. He wants to sit on my lap. And so, yeah, of course, he can't sit on my lap now. I have all the staples in me. And so, trying to keep him off of my lap is a bit of an undertaking. I was going to make this really short, but it wound up being longer. But that's what's going on here, why I'm not putting up the Prius adventure videos, because it's just been a very long haul. Everything started the 29th of February and has been going all this time. So yeah, but trust this, I'll be out on the road as soon as I can. Like I said, I just got home today, so I'm feeling still a lot of pain and quite weak at the moment. So it's going to take me a little while to get back to myself again. Now, when I was in the hospital, my blood pressure again was skyrocketing because of pain and Miss Lily being missing and freaking out about that. So they gave me they had a deep line in here and they had another line in here. And they gave me an IV high blood pressure medication. I did not do well with it. I became very dizzy, couldn't navigate. My breathing became much more shallow. Usually my oxygen thing is good. It's 96, 99. This went down to 86. So I'm laboring, breathing more. My legs are restless syndrome going. And so I just had a very bad time with that. And of course, I couldn't take any pain medication with all that going on. So they had to note that in my chart to never give me that again. And I'm still at this point, I got back and I'm sitting here and I'm nodding out. I'm still not real back and coherent after that shot. Yeah. So anyway, I have a home health nurse that's coming tomorrow, and then I have to go to the wound and ostomy care for a little while to make sure I understand everything on how to take care of this and manage it. And I'm just figuring out how is this going to be on the road. Because I haven't seen anybody doing car life or van life that's got an ostomy bag. But I'm determined I will get out there and we will be on the road and I will do this just as soon as I can. But like I said, it's going to take a little while to heal and get back to the point where I can go and be on the road with my puppies, my gypsy puppies. But I'm really looking forward to that. And thank you for everyone on this channel. I do so appreciate you all. And I'll keep you updated, and hopefully sooner than later we'll be back on the road. And another thing that we did, Miss Lily, we now have air tags on Mr. Mickey and Miss Lily, so that if something like that, God forbid, ever happened again, you can track them. Now they do both have chips, okay? But you want to get a hold of them as quick as possible, because she did run across that really busy road, and that's what I was really worried about, because we live on a very busy road. I live on a very busy road there. When I say we, it's me and my two puppies. It's just me. They're family too, you know. So that's one thing I was worried about. And where did they find her? Yeah, across the street. Across that busy street. So anyway, she's fine. She's over here, right here, laying next to me. Out like a light. But I wish I would have had a video when she saw me come in and knew that I was back and that she was safe. So, you know, that was all good. So thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you online.